Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do an energy forecast for the week beginning Monday, April 22nd, 2019. I want to welcome all of you here that are brand new, all of my new subscribers, my new viewers, and all of my returning subscribers and viewers. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here and so grateful for all of your feedback and comments about these videos and how they've been supporting you on this journey. So what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at the themes for the week, as well as the energies coming in for the week for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And this is a way for you to just kind of know what might be coming for you so you can navigate the week with a little bit more knowledge and understanding. And it feels like, guys, I got to tell you, there's been a lot of purging happening. When I say purging, I mean figuratively and literally. Divine Feminines, if you've been feeling sick, nauseous, worn out, overwhelmed, there's a lot of karmic purging happening right now, not only for the Divine Feminine, but for the Divine Masculine, but Divine Feminine can be processing some of this for her masculine. So please continue to be gentle with yourselves. There are Divine Feminines who are if you're having digestive issues, nausea, vomiting, loose stools, all of that, certainly, of course, go check with your doctor first. But it seems to be coming up. There's definitely a lot of purging happening of stuff that's really, really deep. And it's not always pleasant to go through. But I just want to send you guys a big, big hug if you're going through this. And know that it's just a very important time here in the collective. So let's see what is going on here. We're going to start off by doing an overall energy for the week for both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. This is the Oracle of the Unicorn. First for the Divine Masculine. And we're getting trust. This is similar to the energy of the Fool card for me. This is about having faith, moving forward, believe you will fly, leap into the unknown. So here's this masculine dangling on this precipice. He's looking pretty confident. He's looking pretty strong. And he's just about to kind of step off to fly. But he's maybe not quite sure. He's like, okay, is this really going to, are these wings going to fail me or are they going to work? Because this is a first for me. So there's definitely something this week coming in for the Divine Masculine where he's embarking in new territory, but he's doing it from an energy of strength and power and also faith in the divine. Trials and tribulations, changes, transitions have all strengthened him to be this powerful, powerful being who's really high up in the sky right now. And he's just about to let go of the last little piece of the physical plane before he soars. The physical plane being the third dimensional stability that he's used to. He's not used to being up in the clouds, being powerful and free. And he's just kind of about to let go of that last little piece. So that could be anything from just his fears that have held him back, his conditioning, his patterns of living, of relating to the world, all being ready to be finally let go of, because he's in his new existence. He can't go back to just being on the ground, being a horse on the ground. He's a winged horse now, a Pegasus. And I'm getting drawn to the wings, how powerful they are. They're not even outstretched, and you can just feel their power. So Divine Masculines, when you start to soar, it's going to be pretty remarkable. Okay, so let's see what's the theme for the Divine Feminine this week. And again, feminine, masculine, it relates to energy, not to gender. for those of you who are new. And you could also flip-flop 1 week between masculine and feminine because the energies are very intertwined right now. So take what resonates for you as Spirit's way of bringing you the message. And here's the Divine Feminine getting awareness again. And really quickly as well, even though I'm doing this video for this upcoming week, if you're finding this video at any other time of the year and the message resonates, that's Spirit's way of bringing you the message when it's intended for you. So I'm recording it with this date, but it doesn't matter when you're watching and it feels like it's a personal reading for you. Okay. So Divine Feminine's getting awareness again. Living in the moment, being conscious of her thoughts and looking for signs and guidance. This is the energy of the Divine Feminine being poised and alert and being on the lookout. She's got this new dynamic with the divine. She's honed her communication with the divine. She's honed her co-creative relationship with Spirit, with the divine, with the universe. And it's like she's just very much on high alert relating to the subtleties and the subtle messages that Spirit might be giving right now. It's almost like Spirit could be whispering guidance. They may not be, for some it might be really loud, but for others it's going to be a whisper. It's going to be this tiny little thing that Spirit's going to bring to you. That's going to make you notice and go, wait, what? Hold on a second. Was that a message? Because we know when the messages are loud and in our face. But can you discern the subtle messages? It feels like many of you are going to be getting some sort of a little nudge that might be not glaring for you this week. Some sort of guidance. So be on the lookout. All right, let's see what the focus is for the Divine Masculine this week. And this is the Tarot of Dreams. And this is the Syrian Starseed Tarot for the Divine Feminine. So let's see what the focus is for the masculines this week. What's his focus this week? And we're getting the Eight of Swords. It's interesting. It feels very much like this card obviously wants to come out. Yes. All right. No accident. This card wanted to come out. It's the Eight of Swords with the Five of Coins. Again, it feels like two different segments of the masculine collective coming through. The first one being those of you who are in the process of really getting out of another relationship, not with your feminine, but any other sort of relationship that you're in. Leaving something behind. You're ready to leave something behind to trust. You do have some fears coming up because you've been feeling trapped. You've been feeling worried. You're not really sure of whether things, again, the fact that there's a child in this picture. Some of you could be leaving marriages that have children where you felt trapped. You felt like you can't get out and something's pushing you to just quickly burst your bubble here. I'm just so drawn to how the swords are ready to burst the bubble that's been keeping this woman trapped. So some of you may be dealing with marriages dissolving, exes, children, things like that. But for others of you, this very much could be, in general, like I said, leaving behind the last bit of third dimensional, what they call stability, but is not really necessarily stability. But this is what's familiar. This is what's familiar to the Divine Masculine. And his focus is this transition, this change. But it's going to be very liberating for him. She's dying to get out. She's dying to get out of this bubble. And so is he. And that's why he's on this precipice here. So It just feels like there's a bunch of energy being put for the masculine this week where he's focused, certainly could be focused on career and money, but just making some sort of a really big change that is leaping into the power of who he is. And look at this. This is no accident also. Here's an earth sign and here's an air sign. Earth energy, air energy. This is where he's leaving the earth and he's going up into the air, and he's dying to get up into the air. He's clamoring to get up into the air. So let's look for the feminine. What's her focus this week? She's getting the Sage of Flames. Here's the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. She's feeling confident. She's feeling magnetic. She's feeling accomplished. Yeah, it's like she's poised and ready. She's confident. She's open. She's aware. It's like some of you feminines might notice this week just this feeling of anticipation of something potentially happening, but you're doing it from a place of trust and centeredness and not anxiety or nervousness. It's coming from a place of complete center. And why not? I'll pull a second card for the feminine too. Let's be equal here. And we're getting the Four of Wands. Yeah. She knows it's coming. She knows the stability is coming. She knows the sun is rising here. There's this unconditional love coming in. It's time for celebration. She knows. She knows it's coming. Okay, let's go and see what's going on in the outer world for the Divine Masculine. Now, outer world can be okay, hold on. Well, I guess I'll take them because they're all flying out. And I am an intuitive reader, guys, so sometimes they have me leave the cards reversed. Sometimes they don't. Really depends because I tune into the energies. So, you get the Judgment, the Seven of Coins, the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Coins. Again, an energy of evaluation. There's an energy of evaluating his life, but when it's in the outside circumstances, this just feels like there's an obvious review of your life, like what is happening. People could certainly be judging you for how you're choosing to live. You could be facing this judgment, but you're on the right track. There is this energy of things still needing to gestate with the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the harvest. But there is this energy of the Six of Cups, this reunion, this love returning. Certainly, again, could be relating to children. So for those of you masculines with children, some of you could be deciding, this is for a small segment of you, but some of you could be deciding about wanting children. Do I want children? Some of you may be having children on the way. Some of you may be having other people judge you for what you're doing around some sort of child, whether it's someone who's pregnant with a child, whether it's your own children that are already here. But it's like there's the universe is the outside forces. The universe is presenting you with an opportunity. There's some sort of opportunity being offered here in the outer world of the masculine this week. And it could be related certainly to career that could be more of an emotionally fulfilling career or something that makes you feel really good and happy and fulfilled. And for some of the masculines, it could be very much the energy of like something's got to give, they're saying. Something's got to give. So something's got to change. Something's got to be moved forward from. It's going to take some work, but this is the opportunity to do it. Okay, let's see what's going on in the outer world for the Divine Feminine. We're getting the moon. The full moon we had in Libra the other day has certainly been a crazy one. So that has definitely been affecting the feminine. We get the 10 of crystals, which is the 10 of pentacles. And abundance with the Empress. Wow. I mean, this is very much, like I was saying, she knows it's on its way. She feels this abundance. The moon is her intuition, her feminine energy. The moon represents the feminine. The sun represents the masculine. Sun/fire. So I'm getting drawn to the sun here in her focus and the moon here. She's got both the masculine and the feminine. She's balanced. She's clear. She knows what's coming. There's also this energy of happiness and stability and abundance in the physical plane with this 10 of crystals here. And again, I'm getting drawn to the fact, look at this. She's here. She's got this abundance and she's like, oh, someone's coming. She hears the rustling in the bushes. She knows he's on his way. And here's this abundance coming. Nurturing. It's a very fertile time. Here she is just being bathed in her abundance with her downloads from the divine, the downloads from the galaxy. She's being bathed in her abundance. She's being bathed in purification. She's ready to receive abundantly. Wow, okay. Another big week coming up for you guys. Now, this is also for, what I call sacred union. We all have feminine and masculine energies within us, and we all have the opportunity to embody the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is for significant relationships. This is soulmate partnerships. If you identify with twin flames, this can relate to that. But in general, this is about ascension. All right, let's go see what's going on in the inner world for the divine masculine. What's going on in his inner world? He's got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Coins, and the Page of Swords. Yeah, he's deciding right now what to communicate and when to communicate and how to communicate his truth. Because here is the Page of Swords, which is the communication, the beginning of a new cycle in truth, in clarity. And here's the Knight. And here's the Two of Coins in the middle, the juggling, the figuring out which one am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Because in this card, he wants both of these. He wants to communicate and he wants to take action in his truth. But it does feel like he's going from... There's also some of them that are vacillating between just taking some action versus like actually doing, like taking some action, and then also some just maybe communicating, trying to figure out what to communicate. Some of them maybe just observing right now. So he's kind of in the inner world. He's been watching you, Divine Feminine. But this week he's in this middle ground of, okay, I've been watching her for a while. I'm curious what's going on with her. I'm sort of seeing what's happening. And I'm about to take action. But he's right in that middle. He's in that middle ground. All right, let's see what is going on in the inner world for the Divine Feminine. Seven of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands, 5 of Flames. So again, coming in with the segment of the collective who has been in the process of releasing another relationship. This is about you having options, choosing emotional fulfillment, but feeling some conflict about it. With the 5 of Flames, a little bit of conflict, a little bit of competition. Some of you may be feeling a little bit like it's time to end this feeling of confusion. Because look at this. We're getting the 4 of Flames and the 5 of Flames. Again, the Sun representing the Divine Masculine. He's rising above all the other options here. Yes, you may have some options. You might be having just decided where you want to put your focus, which is on your emotional fulfillment. And look, it's like the masculine is rising. So even though this may be a challenging time for you, Divine Feminine, this week, from that perspective, or just in general, not specifically to this week, but it's like these flames are competing to be like the sun, but nothing can be like the sun. Nothing can be like the masculine to the feminine. There may be other suitors that are passionate and fiery and taking action, but the sun is the sun. All right. So let's just quickly see here what is shifting this week for the masculine. So we're getting the Hanged Man, the 9 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. He's getting he's really in his headspace this week. Very much in his headspace. Some of them could actually be getting headaches because there's so much energy swirling in the headspace. And he's got to connect to the heart. He's really got to connect to the heart. But he's coming out of this this Hanged Man energy, which is needing to look at things from a new perspective. This is all about taking a bit of a pause in the action. It's like when you press pause on a movie. The movie stops, or at least it seems to stop, but there's all sorts of activity still going on in the real world. You know, you can walk around, go get a cup of coffee. The movie's paused, but like things are still happening. That's the energy of the Hanged Man. But it's coming into this 9 of Swords, but what's shifting is the 5 of Swords. He can't help but get rid of some of these fears here. By the end of the week, it's like, I'm going to drop some of these swords. I can't keep living in this 9 of Swords anguish energy. It's like, oh my gosh, it's too much. It's too much. And here he looks like he's in bed with a headache. So I hope that's not true. But if it is, just understand, Divine Masculine, that it's about connecting to the heart space too. Letting that energy flow, not just get all circulating in the head. But it is shifting. It is an energy of change. This is going to bring some change. For sure. Okay, let's see what's shifting for the feminine. And guys, I am going to be doing an extended version to go more in depth here for those of you that are feeling like this is resonating for you. Wow. Holy cow. And that's going to be available in the link below in the description box on my website. We're going to go more in depth there. What we're going to get into is more of the same thing for the union this week. What is the theme for the union? What's shifting in the union? What's challenging the union? What's supporting the union? And also how both the masculine and the feminine relate to the union this week, as well as guidance for both of them. Okay. So we're going to get into the guidance over there as well. And I'll pull a guidance card here for those of you that aren't going to go onto the extended, just so you have something here. Because this is a reading in and of itself of just understanding the energies. The next one is just, it's not the Cliff Notes version. It's like a deeper version. But holy cow with what's shifting this week for the feminines. Look at this. The Six of Cups, the King of Wands, the Master of Flames, and the Ace of Flames. Hello. This happened, I'm getting the chills. This happened in the last reading that I did with this deck. We both got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, and here it's the Flames, which is twin flames, showing up with the third flame, which is their relationship. So guys, some of you are definitely coming into union. And union being a process, there's not like suddenly one day you're in union and one day you're not in union and the next day you are. I mean, that could happen, but usually it's a drawn out process. But this is about you guys coming into union. This is the reconciliation. This is returning from the past. This is unconditional love. Look at these two children here, and here he is. He's mature. He's ready. Here he is with the sun again. The sun right behind him as the masculine energy. With this Ace of Brutes with a new beginning. So there's some sort of new beginnings coming in here that is emotionally fulfilling as well as passionate. Oh my. Guys, when we're getting the Sage and the Master of Flames coming in together in the last two readings I've used this deck, that's significant, along with the Four of Flames, the Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, grounding this in the physical plane. I mean, all right, let's get a piece of guidance for the Divine Masculine. This is what he's fearing. He's fearing unrequited love. That's what this Nine of Swords energy is about. Is like, I've just made this big revelation, and what if she doesn't return it? But he knows he has to let go of the fears. So this is something he's passing through. It also could be that if he is in the process of leaving another relationship, it's because he knows it's just not it for him, because he wants to go towards his feminine. But it's like the unrequited love fear coming in too is this Five of Coins. Is she going to accept me, my feminine? But it does feel like, for the two segments, for those of you that are in another relationship, there's just not enough there. And for the feminine, we're getting make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this is just, again, following the guidance. If you are guided, sometimes against your will, not against your will, but you're like, really? But this is about your guidance. Sometimes the guidance will be very clear that you need to take some sort of an action. This is not for all of you. The action must be from a place of centeredness and not ego or having an expectation. But there is something here about what steps you're guided to take. Not that you want to take, not that you think you should take. This is the steps you're guided to take. Because you also notice here's the little boy kissing the little girl, and she's just sitting there and she's receiving. So this isn't about her going in and with guns blazing and like, I'm going to go take action. This is more of a subtle thing. All right, my lovely friends. Well, that is the upcoming week here for you. And I'm going to now, if you want to join me over in the longer version, I will be doing that over on my website. I'm going to pause the video and record the rest of it now. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week. I hope you are taking care of yourselves, and I send you so much love. Bye.